Here is how to transform a boring, old-fashioned, useless illustration into a cinematic gradient scene, just like Apta visuals. So, first of all, let's create the gradient looks. Now, gradient looks are these premium colors that gives his entire style a look and feel. So first of all, let me just show you a little overview how we can just add those gradients to this plain normal raw circle. All right, let me just center it. Okay, so how we can add the gradient? First of all, what you have to do is that you have to choose a color. Now you can choose yellow, green, purple, or whatever your branding color is. For example, for this one, I'm gonna choose a blue color. So all you have to do is choose a few variants of this color from light to dark. All right, so just click over fill gradients. You can also choose the radial, but this can also work fine. Okay, so first one must be in the beginning, second must be at the end. You can always customize it, but that's how I like to work on this style. So here we have our gradient panel. This one I'm gonna make it white. This one I just delete this one, and here we have our black color. So now let's create a dark blue. Put it over here. Yeah. So this is the look that his entire style is based on. Now, what if we convert it to a radial color? It looks pretty cool. You can always customize these lines, but it still looks good in this way. All right. So that's how you can just convert a normal boring circle into something like this. Now, as a bonus, what you can do, just right click, go to layer styles in a shadow. Where is it? Yeah. Here we go. Just open this panel, change the blending mode from multiply to normal, and change the color to white, or you can just choose a little bluish like this, but I like to choose white because I've already used this color over here. Increase the opacity, make it 100. We can see the boundary over here. Increase the size a bit, distance probably like this, and we need some softness. Okay, distance, size, we can choke this one a little bit. This, let's play around with the opacity. Yeah, so this can add a little sort of 3D depth over here. All right, now if I just turn it off, what do we get? So it's kind of adding an extra layer of detailing. All right, so that's how you can at a basic level you can convert a normal layer into his premium look. You can always change the color. You can just do it from here, or you can apply an effect called tritone, and you can change the color whatever you like. Let's say you want it to be green, maybe this blue color, or whatever you like. You got the point, right? So let's delete the okay, I'll just save this one for you because you will get this project file. Now this is a normal plain circle. It was really easy to give this gradient look, but what if there is an entire scene? What if there are mountains, there is river or road or trees? How would you give a color to that? Like this gradient look, how would you do that? Let me just show you how. But first, let's just name this composition so it will be easier for you to find it. All right. I'll just. All right. Next, let's just scene gradient. Yeah. Now, what you have to do, the very first thing you have to do is you need to download a scene. You need an image of that scene. So let's just head over to freepik.com and we can find an amazing vector over there. So let's write anything, just like mountain, or you can choose whatever you like. I choose a vector file, it's much easier. So there is one thing that I need you to keep in mind, that in this specific scene that we don't really need to create every single detail. Okay, for example, here we have it. So this is the image we are going to recreate, convert into a scene gradient look. So we can just create the mountains, but we don't really have to create the every single detail like this shadow or any of these things. All right, we can just simply draw them. So how we can convert them is really very easy. Let's just lock this one for now. Grab the pen tool, or let's grab the circle first. Let's create the sun. What we're gonna do is just we're gonna draw the same things over them. Just reduce the opacity, place it over here. All right. Now, first of all, we need to choose a color theme. In this case, I'm gonna choose a color theme of purple. I think we can also choose yellow, green, red, or blue as we have it already. But let's try purple. Yeah, this one. Let's remove this one, and it's kind of pinkish, so let's make this one a little darker like this. Yeah, now it looks good, or better, I'd say. Next, all we have to do is just to draw one cloud and we can duplicate it. So let's name it sun. Grab the pen tool and create this cloud. Okay, let's try this way. Grab it. Mhm. Okay, so just click over here. Now select the convert vertex tool and adjust the handles. So here we have our cloud ready. So let's give that gradient look here as well. Fill this one and double click over here so we can find the handle. It's over here. Now we need to choose the light over here so we can make it light to dark from here like this. Let's name it cloud. Duplicate this one here, shrink the size, and we can just right click, transform, flip horizontally, and we can change the gradients a little bit like this. As I have mentioned earlier, we don't really have to create every single detail, because if we were creating the entire animation, we will be using this scene for just 2 seconds or maybe 2.5 seconds. So there is really no sense going in details. But if we were using it for longer time, then we will have to get into the more detailing part. All right, but it's gonna turn out really good. Don't worry about that. And also, that's just my tip, that we don't have to get into that details, but if you want, you can just do that. You are learning the technique over here already. Duplicate again. Yeah, increase the size like this. Right click again, transform, horizontal flip. Now this time white color should be at left corner. Duplicate this one and place it over here. All right. Okay. It's kind of dark over here, so you can just make it lighter. Double tap, adjust it again. Double tap again, adjust it like this. All right. So, let's create the road. So just to really speed up our process a little bit more, let's do one thing at a time. Let's create the shapes first, and afterwards we will do the color grading. I mean the use the gradients. But there is one more thing that we need to add some sort of depth over here that is very usual in his videos, which gives kind of uniqueness and kind of center point and adds more details. And it's a little bit complicated to create in every single scene, but I will show you how to do that in this specific one. And this is something which most of the editors ignore while creating this style. They just simply use this gradient palette and miss that thing, but I will show you how to do that, but I need you to stick till the end for that. All right, so let's speed up and create the shapes. Let's create the road first. Let's make it normal. All right, let's give a color red. It's just a random color. We'll obviously use gradients onto it later. We need these stripes. Make sure it's a different color so it will be easier for us to see. Stripe 1, hide, or we can, I think, just duplicate this one. Transform, horizontal. Yeah, it's fine. Next, just hide these and let's get this one. We could use repeater, but we will have to use the gradient separately, so I won't do that. Midline 1, duplicate, place it here, reduce the size. Again duplicate, move it forward, reduce the size. Control D, duplicate, and again reduce the size. 19. Yeah, now it's good. Again 14. Again here. Yeah, it's ready now. Let's hide these as well. Now we have our road ready. Let's create this land grass. I know it's off the road, because but the we can fix it, or we can overlap the road onto this one so it won't look like this. Left grass, front, change the color, make it blue or whatever you like. Increase the opacity, of course, duplicate, Right, right click, transform, and flip to horizontal. Okay, we can customize this one a little bit. Let's see what we have now. We have the road ready. Wait, let's increase the opacity of this one. Wait, if there's a full opacity. Oh, okay, fine. Let's get this land, pen tool, and let's log these ones. Okay, there is one more thing. I'm hiding the sun and clouds, and we can see some gap over here on the road. So this is exactly what we don't want. So we need to be very careful about this thing, that this should not be here. Okay, it's the road area, so let's extend the road part. Yeah, let's create this one. um, so you can see if it's looking good already. If it is, then it's fine, otherwise you can customize it. Now let's create the mountains, or we can create one tree and we can duplicate it to others, to create others, but let's just create the mountain first. Okay, um how can we do that? Yeah. um change the color, make it like this. Let's rename it to mountain. Now let's get this front layer of mountain as well. All right, I'll name it small mount. Yeah, that looks fine. Just need a little adjustments. So now let's create the tree. That's the only thing which is left. But first we need to turn these layers off. All right. So let's create this one. Duplicate, place it over here, extend the size, again duplicate, right click, transform, horizontal flip, shrink the size a little bit. Now let's name it, okay, sorry, tree, the copy, and we're gonna name the same to them. It's kind of branch or something like name. Now let's get the leaves of this area. Let's change the color. Yeah. All right. I just like this method. I just find this method more easier to do this thing. All right. So here we have leaves, tree, L. L stands for leaves. Yeah. So let's start with the gradient look. I lock this one and hide these. Yeah. Open it up, unhide them all. Okay, we forgot one more thing, which is the very important thing over here, the sky. So remember I was talking about a detailing part in the beginning. Let's place it behind all this. All right. So remember I was talking about a detailing part in the beginning, which I mentioned that many editors forget. So here it is. There is one thing which we want to do, that we want a dark color, like there are two variants, light and dark. We want a dark color in the outer side on all the shapes, and we want a lighter side to meet at one point in the center. So how we are gonna do that is, just you can see over here in the sun, we have lighter side on the top of it and darker side on this bottom side. So we want a lighter side to meet at this point, and darker side over here and over here of the mountain. All right, so let me just show you in real. First let's give gradient to this sky. Okay, probably like this. Yeah, it's already looking cool, like really cool. So this is the BG or sky. Lock this one, and okay, let's keep it. Next we have our road. Now road part, there is one thing we need to customize. I'll just show you. Let me just hide the strips or lines. See, if I just give a gradient color to the road like this, It is looking good, but it's not looking outstanding, right? So how we can fix that? There is a very easy fix for this, is that just click over here, select the black color and reduces its opacity. Or there is another thing we can do. Let me just, okay, what's this? Okay, let's put this BG sky behind the mountain layer so we can just copy the colors if needed, such as right now. Uh, we cannot see the background because it's right behind the mountains, but we will definitely fix this one later. For now, I need a road color, which is this bluish color. So I'll just copy it. Ah, just cram it up. Okay, 1E4356. So B4356. Okay, and we can customize this one a little bit. Delete it, move it forward, or you can make it grayish. Straight. Okay. No, we could reduce the opacity, but it's not gonna look good because of the stripes. But we can definitely uh, change the color of this one to gray. All right. Next, we have this stripe. Now let's give color to the stripes. Yeah, stripe 2. Fill, gradient, first and second. Or we can just reverse this one like this. All right. Stripe 1. Again, same thing. Like this. Same goes with the midline thing. Fill, gradients. Where is it? Yeah. Make sure it's more of a purple side over here. Oh, sorry, more of a white side. We are gonna add some depth over here, and we are gonna increase the purple color slowly, shape by shape here. Okay, like this. Fill, gradient. And the last one. Yeah. Now it looks good, right? So, what else do we have? Midline, sun. So these are the ones that which are done. So let's change the color of them, and let's bring this one back. Yeah. What's next? Small mountain. Let's hide it for now. Let's color out this big mountain. As I mentioned earlier, we want the lighter color to be here. shape layer 2, fill, gradient, make this. Let's make this one a little darker because you're gonna make this corner light so it will pop a little bit like this. Oh, sorry. Okay. Road. Now we can see the white color is meeting over here, but the road part is kind of adding this sharpness, which we don't want. There is no smoothness in this part. So I'll just select the road and move it like this. Now we have this thing. Okay. Over here. Yep. Now we have the almost everything ready. Only thing is left. We know trees. Now uh, I can do this part, but it doesn't really look that necessary. But still, we are gonna do it. Or I think it's gonna just ruin this white color area. It's looking fine to me, but not very important. So I'll just hide it for now. Now let's create the trees. For this one, I like to use the radial circle, radial gradient. So tree branch, fill, linear gradient, and make sure at this point dark color should meet here. But we don't really have that need to have this much smoothness over here like this, but we can have something similar. Okay, linear again. Can we reverse it? Maybe I'll just make it darker. Yeah, I think this one's good. So here we have our tree ready. Let's try switching this color. Double tap and just change their positions. It's gonna look weird. This one's fine. Only we should try it out. Both looks fine to me. This one looks good, by the way, but both are fine. You can choose whatever you like. Yeah, now it looks good. So we can just duplicate the tree. Let's select them, pre-compose. Yeah, name it tree, duplicate, place it here, reduce the size. Oh, sorry, S. Yeah, duplicate again. Oh, sorry, not this one. 4, 3. Yeah, so this is our scene, and now we have converted this bowling normal image into our theme here. Alright, so you can always customize the things, but it looks pretty cool. You can always create a parallax effect or whatever type of animation you are doing, it's gonna look really cool. But this is one out of two looks that we have created. There is one more thing, which is um basically the full gray scene. Like here we have our everything dipped into our brand color, but the scene 2 is more of a gray color and have a little overlay of our color, a little look which makes the scene look really more premium. So let me just show you how we can create that as well. But first, again, let me just organize these compositions for you. So here we have it, everything organized. If you want to find this one, you just have to click over here, and here you will find it. And this is basically tree. Okay, and basic gradient is just that circle gradient. So you know where to find your stuff when you will get this project filed. Okay, so in order to create that look I was talking about, we need again another vector. Something like a house will work, or some shop, or let me just scroll through free pick and let me just find something amazing for you. So far I found this house for you on free pick, and this is the thing we are going to convert it. Now you can see this house by default looks really very not interesting, or you can say kind of ugly for a video to be in. Like if we just use this house in our video, it's gonna, or any video, it's gonna make the video look very cheap. But with this technique, you're gonna learn how we can convert ugly things like this, or boring things or not interesting things like this, into something really very cool with your premium color, which is not easy to copy. Like this is the effect that not many people can do out there, that you are going to learn now. So let's pick the best one from here. Let's say so I have found the house, and here it is. We are going to pick this green one, and this is the illustrator file which I was looking for. So I've opened it up over here. What we are going to do is just get rid of the ones that we don't want here. So let's just select them and delete them. Select this one, scale it up. Yeah, like this. And let's just ungroup it all. Okay, ungroup all. Yeah, now everything's separated as we want. Let's remove the unnecessary things, or maybe this. Uh, where we can remove them. So what we are going to do is that we are going to give that grayish premium look which I was talking about in Illustrator, because we have these layers separated, and it's much more easier to do in Illustrator than it is in After Effects. So let's do this. So let's select our layer. Let's say we are going to go with this one. Click over here, and we have our gradient color. It's just that we just need to make it a little more grayish, like this. Yeah, that looks good. I'll just copy the color code. Yeah. Next again, click here. Or I think I'll make the uh, black color at the end and the lighter gray over here. Yeah. Or I think we should make it a bit white or something like this. Yeah, this is better. V G and the space the color code over here. Enter. Yeah. Next. Yeah. Okay. So now we have that graded color everywhere. We just need to, organize it. Just show it in the right way. Or I think we need to make it a little more lighter. I think I'll just go with the white one. It's not getting the look what we wanted, so that's why I'm gonna use the white color and black, of course. Just you can just customize it like this. Okay. All right. Again with this one, G select white, completely white, and here we have it. Let's rotate this one. Select this one, G, and let's imitate this one like this. Again, select V and G. Let's make it like this. G đã viên và học bài của bộ thế. So let's just select all of one by one and press V to select them, then G, and we can just use our gradients. Another one, G, Yeah, I think this looks much better now. Just keep. Let's save this one. Control S. Um, I saved in our folder is edited for now. Okay, file, export as, and we have this gray box. 300 pi transparent. Okay. Now let's launch After Effects and import it over there as JPG or PNG. So here we have our house, and how we can give that look to this one is quite simple. Just grab the extrude, create a circle like this, click over here, make it black, choose your grinding color, whatever it's going to be, remove the white, make sure it's a light color. Yes. Okay, take the radial gradient and swap these colors like this. Yeah, that's what I wanted. This, and just click over here, color dots. Yeah. So let's say this is alt color, bright color. And just want to duplicate this one and place it over here. Now we can see how it's blending. It looks really cool. Just change it to, yeah, let's say yellowish from maybe orange. Is blue. Okay, there's one thing. Make sure it won't go to the boundaries, otherwise it's gonna show this kind of hardness. So it must be under the sample. All right. So next thing we are going to do is open the position keyframes, create the keyframes. You wanna place this one like this. Okay, wait. The anchor points are not in center. They must be in center. This. Okay. Now we can create the position keyframes and just animate them like this, this and like this. Open this thing up. This one. Uh, this one's already blurred, I think. We can increase these. Okay. And this one's norm entered. Yeah. If you like, you can increase the size of a cycle. Like this. Now have a look. Now it's looking much better. So that's how you can just give a normal gray house this premium look with your brand's color. And that's how you can just convert normal boring image into gray. So it wasn't that hard, but it's very rare to know this trick.